Did you know that subscription can start with Z? What's inside the Zbox for January 2022? Just for the record, I know that subscription doesn't start with Z. If anybody starts typing that down below, dude, you don't know how to spell subscription. It was more to make the point that subscription can start with Z if you get the Zbox dropped off at your doorstep every single month. It was my attempt to try to segue subscription starting with S and instead starting it with Z. How many comments am I going to get down below? But no, Zbox every single month can drop off at your doorstep collectibles, trade paperbacks, t-shirts, and so much more. We're going to go ahead and open up the January 2022 box. And it just seems as of late, we haven't done many unboxings of subscription boxes. There must have been some considerable delay in the postal service that resulted in many of these boxes getting a bit sidetracked, it seemed. Anyways, we are going to be starting things back up the way that we should have in January of 2022. A brand new year, brand new subscription boxes, and we're going to be doing it now with the Zbox. We're going to be opening this up, going to reach off to the far side where my black hole is. Get comments that I don't think I'm treating my black hole fair enough. Well, I looked online, I Google searched how to care for a black hole, and I'm following the steps that were provided to me. I'm feeding it, I'm watering it, I'm taking it for walks. Although you can imagine the size of leash that I'm going to need to put around a black hole. Half the time, I'm going to be honest, I just let it run freely around the streets. And just hoping that nobody's going to say, hey, sir, is that your black hole? Yes, it's my black hole. Anyways, let's go ahead and open up the box. You may have heard a sound just off camera. I was opening up my knife. Chet Cunnington III is also joining us for the brand new year of unboxings. Slicing the tape delicately on one side and following suit on the other side. And then cutting down the middle. I don't remember which video it was, but just lately I've cut myself. I think the one and only time I've ever cut myself unboxing something. I don't even know can't remember what box it was. But yeah, if anybody was curious, I'm fine now. It was just a little bit of blood. Most of it just I ended up just using one of Tony's shirts. It was a white shirt. And really a bad day to cut myself. But I just absorbed most of the blood in Tony's shirt. Surprisingly enough, he didn't ask why there was blood all over his shirt. I guess he just left it. It was fine. A bit strange. Anyways, let's have a look at what we got inside. First of all, we got a Meago, the Lord of the Rings, and this is, why is it not saying his name anywhere on here? You would think that it would actually have said his name. Well, it says Legolas on the back, but why wouldn't they put Legolas's name on the front? It says Marty Abrams, that's fine, but putting, I think, the character's name, maybe like somewhere here or somewhere up here probably would have been crucial. At least it does say Legolas on the back there. And a read-up, of course, of Marty Abrams, the guy responsible for Meago, after all. I haven't done a review of Meago here on this channel for a while. I know there keeps seeming to be popping up stuff, new Meago things hitting store shelves, and I'm behind. So behind. I'm sure there are ones that I probably would have picked up. I'm going to have to check online. Clear my search of looking up how to care for a black hole. Instead, look up new Meago releases. I'm sure I'll find a whole bunch of stuff. Next thing we have is a Star Wars Rogue One keychain. It says Lavero. Is that the robot? I don't think that's the robot, is it? Lavero? Why do I think it was a different name for the robot? It seems also really heavy. It's an embossed keychain, so I guess that makes for the extra weight. Oh, you know what it was? I'm only looking at it this way, and I just assumed it was really thin, and I couldn't understand why it was so thick. In actual fact, when you look at it from the side, that's thick. That's a thick keychain. That's going to take up a lot of pocket space, which is something really you do have to factor in when buying a brand new keychain. If your New Year's resolution was, I'm going to buy myself a brand new keychain for 2022. Well, first of all, I would probably say strive bigger for goals when it comes to New Year's resolutions, but I would say also factor in how much pocket space keychains are going to be taking up. That, I think, is going to be taking up a lot of space when you also include keys, because of course it is a keychain after all. I knew one guy that actually had a keychain. It was one key, and then it was a whole bunch of other crap that he just attached to the keychain. It was odds and ends. It was just little, just things he had in his collection. It literally was one key, and yet when he took it out of his pocket, it looked like he had contained all the keys from the entire neighborhood. There was no other key in there other than his one house key, and all the rest of it was just crap. I'm sorry, Keith, I had to say it. Your keychain was embarrassing. I didn't want to be anywhere near you or your keychain whenever you took it out of your pocket. The next thing we're going to have a look at is the Game of Thrones magnet, which again, I don't know if it's metal necessarily. Maybe this one will actually open up. There's a whole bunch of different ones to choose from here on the back. The throne would have been nice, the Iron Throne. There's also the Night's Watch read. I drink and I know things. Okay, that would have been a good one to get. And there's also the Hand of the King. Who makes this? This is made by Nemesis Snow. I think that would be that's a fitting name for something attached to Game of Thrones. Nemesis Snow. I'm going to open this up because I don't think it's metal. You guys don't mind if I open this up, I hope, right? Okay, good. It seems like it's probably pewter. At least that's what my guess is. The magnet is just off a line, but really, to be fair, you're not going to see it from that side anyways. You're only be putting on your fridge like this, to which I will immediately be doing it right after this video has wrapped up. I'm going to put that back in. I really should one day show you guys a picture of my fridge and all the magnets I have. You want to talk embarrassing with Keith collecting all his keychains? I am similar in that way, with just a whole bunch of magnets. My entire fridge is surrounded by magnets. But to be fair, unlike Keith, who only had the one key with his keychain, my fridge is actually full of stuff. It's not an empty fridge. We have also a new 52 Justice League Aquaman. Going back to the comment of the black hole, I think it was viewer Lester that commented that maybe my care for the black hole wasn't up to snuff. Lester also, I think, is a big fan of collecting Justice League busts, so this would be certainly something I think would be right up his alley. It looks like you just put together the pieces, and yet somehow, even though you're dealing with flat pieces, somehow you're able to produce a 3D image or 3D actual shape of Aquaman. 72 pieces later, and it's probably going to take you at least 7 hours to build it. There's also Superman. That Superman would have been nice. Right, I like that. And then there's Batman, and then there's Wonder Woman. I don't know if I would have actually made Wonder Woman red, though. I mean, not that I know a lot about producing anything in a factory, nor do I know really anything when it comes to puzzles. But I just think that I would have maybe made Superman red, and I would have made Wonder Woman blue. That's what I would have gone with. And then that's what it looks like basically on the back. So you basically just, I guess, stacking. You're making levels, and then you just putting the levels on top of one another until finally you build yourself Aquaman. It comes to us from the folks over at Happywell. I would really hope that everybody who works there is pretty happy. If they're all miserable and they just hate coming into work, that's somewhat ironic. Where do you work? Happywell. You don't seem too happy when you say that. The last thing we're going to have a look at is a t-shirt. I had to flip the tag up. Not that it was occupying much real estate space, but just enough so you guys can see what the t-shirt looked like. It says Guardian. Kind of a bit depressing when you got the skeletons of Thomas and Martha Wayne standing behind Batman, but still, it drives him. That's the whole focus he has with fighting crime. I don't tend to usually think of skeletons around me when I'm making life choices and life decisions, but Batman's got things a little heavier on his shoulders than I do. My biggest concern right now is just whether I'm going to be using that keychain or whether I really want to put another magnet on my fridge. I have enough space, but is it too much? Am I adding too many magnets? Anything on the back? Nothing on the back. So we got ourselves a t-shirt. Let's see what else we have in here. Of course, we already had the Game of Thrones magnet, which I am probably going to be putting on my fridge. Also got ourselves a heavier than what it may look like, a Rogue One keychain. Legolas, even though it's not listed anywhere on the front as Amigo. That's a nice find. And we also got ourselves Aquaman puzzle. If you guys would like to get the Zbox delivered to your doorstep every single month, you can most definitely click the link down below in the video description. And certainly while you're down there anyways, conceive the idea, do you have many things on your keychain? In fact, actually, that would be a good video question to ask you guys. On your keychains, if you do have keychains that is, what do you have on there that's not keys? Let me know down below in the comments section. And if you're also down there also to subscribing to Zbox and you're in that area anyways, right? In your alleyway somewhere, unlike hopefully Martha and Thomas Wayne. But if you're in that area anyways and you haven't yet done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell notification so you get those friendly reminders of whenever new videos are going to be popping up. And just know that Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. It's been a while since I have actually said that. But yeah, 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when new videos are popping up. I did that with my mouth. Lots of stuff coming your way, guys. As always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.